I want a house big enough to have a studio where people can come in and they can just sit down relaxed and be in touch with relationships and really enjoy themselves. Alright, feet in V, one and up, and other side. Yes, can you feel a stretch? Yeah, great, and up. How do you like my stick exercise?
We come here every week, every Saturday morning. Sometimes we joke that it's our torture session because we scream a lot, but actually it's very good. We stretch our body, get exercise.
And up. So the house didn't look like anything I would buy, really.
The first intervention that we did is to basically remove half of the attic and to create a more permeable flow between the front and the back. The second intervention that we did was to actually open up a skylight, so it allows for natural sunlight to come into the house. So this naturally creates a courtyard for this long intermediate terrace, which is the heart and soul of the family right now. I find that there is a lot of design sensibility in regional as well as vernacular architecture. Design strategies like large roof and well-insulated walls are all used to maintain a good microclimate for the house. I feel that we could adapt all these strategies in our future architecture. Why is it important then that we keep on bringing back a bit of history? Is that it brings back memories. When people have memory, they relate back to the space and time. I think it gives a sense of community.
I've always liked things that are more classic, more representative of a certain culture.
During one of our sourcing trips, we actually chanced upon all these very old reclaimed windows taken from old Javanese houses. This material was very interesting, and we always talked about the concept about upcycling. So I took a picture, I sent it to Sandra, and she also loved it, and then we brought it to Singapore for this project. We actually engaged a local conservation specialist builder for this job. After importing in the reclaimed windows, we studied together with the local carpenters to finalize the design on site. We are also very interested in showcasing Southeast Asian artisans as well as craftsmen's work. We brought in a lot of rattan chairs as well as crafted timber stools to complement the interior of the house.
One of the neighbors down the road, he says that, oh, you have a very interesting house with all the windows. When I walked past it initially, I thought, okay, the house is not done. And then he walked past it after another month, the house is not done yet. Okay, seems like it's taking a long time. Then after several months, The house still doesn't look very done. Eventually, I get it. Your house, this is it. I think the favorite part is definitely the kitchen. From cooking, baking, to doing my work. I read there, I chill there with my friends. I just do everything in the kitchen. The good thing about the swing is that it brings out the child in anybody that comes by, including my father. He sits on the swing and he enjoys it. And I thought that if we could have a garden for my father, it would be great. You see birds coming in, there's butterflies. Every day can be very different because every day my parents come and tell me, oh, you know the passion fruit is flowering.
I think luxury in Singapore, in our modern society, has different interpretations. To me, luxury is no longer an excess of materials, rather a very well-balanced palette of space and function.
I think the house is a very much integral part of my life and my personality. It reflects a lot about how I would choose to live, how I want my friends to come and socialize, and how I would like to create meaning for everybody who are able to come to my place. I think it's a joyous place for myself and for my friends to congregate and maybe age together as well.
A lot of our customers come in hoping to chat with us. It's like a relationship. It's like coming to your friend's house. And cake is just a medium. If you're having a bad day and you come in, and if that cake makes you feel a lot better, and if it inspires you, if this space gives you something to take away that's not tangible, that's good enough for us. I grew up in an environment that my mom bakes a lot at home, and there was always cakes in the home. I look forward to birthdays because she'll always bake something nice. I grew up loving sweets, loving cakes. I guess that somehow was just in me, and subconsciously I enjoyed that. Kki basically just means cake in Japanese. You know, very straightforward. It's what we want to do. No fancy French name, just cakes in the simplest form. It's very Japanese inspired in terms of the balance and the texture. In 2007, I made my first trip to Tokyo, and I really enjoyed the cakes there. It was mind-blowing because the textures, the flavors, everything was very well balanced, and I never knew that cakes could be like that. In Singapore, we couldn't find anything that was close, and we were really craving for that style. And that's when we first started Kki. I've never considered calling myself a pastry chef. You know, I've never thought that I earned that title. My background is in engineering, so I never really baked until we opened Kki, and it was really a leap of faith because we didn't know whether it worked out, whether it tasted good. My mom hasn't tried most of my stuff because I'm just too afraid that she might not like it. I never had the formal training. So it takes a long time to discover, it takes a long time to to figure out what's wrong as well. But I guess I'm also glad sometimes that I didn't have that background, because then I have no boundaries, I could go crazy, and I think that's a plus point for me. I love shopping, and that's my source of inspiration. It can be anywhere. It can be looking at a nice painting, and that could inspire me to create something based on that colors, and then maybe the flavors will come after that. My family keeps me going every day. They are also a source of inspiration as well for me. My kids, they see things that I don't see, especially my elder one. It's a good exchange because I want to open up that creative side of her as well. I think what I always try to push out would be the combination of different fruits. And you never think that it could happen and they could marry so nicely. So I want to create that sense of surprise. Now it's more like a dessert studio. When you order it, we plate it out. It gives us more room to play with creativity here. We could put in different textures, different flavors. It's something that you wouldn't be able to do if you had a cake display. You're forced to sit on the same table, but yet have some sort of privacy. You can choose to talk to one another. You can talk about your dreams, or you can talk about the cakes. And that's when you sort of have ideas and inspirations. This table punches all the way through the kitchen. We didn't want the kitchen to be separated from the diners, so it's very much like your home. Everyone sees what's going on. There's more interaction rather than, a separation. You have to take time out to eat desserts. It's something that you cannot rush. So it has to be the highest quality, that at the highest level when you serve it out, because the person took time to come here to eat that. And you should honor that time, and you should give the best, whether it's the produce, the plates, the cutleries, the ambience. It has to be the best. Yeah. And that's important to me. My mom never stinges on ingredients, and that stuck with me always. There are a lot of wonderful young pastry chefs, and it would be a pity for them to end up overseas, working somewhere else. We hope that this place can also inspire them. They can come here and say that it is possible to do something like that. We've seen customers who are dating and then they got married and then they're bringing their kids here now. And it's a wonderful feeling. I grew up with that memory as well, craving for a particular cake. And I hope that the kids could experience that as well, and that's something that they could take along with them and remember that memory, that joy they had eating here, and they could then give that to their children next time. That's what I hope to achieve.
I like quirky art pieces and sculptures. And this gives a lot of imagination and intrigue to the house. Both of us love animals, and we have 3 dogs. We like this animal family collection as it brings inspiration from living creatures. We travel a lot and we love Paris the most.
The most memorable thing will be the proposal to Charmaine at the top of Eiffel Tower.
We went there during our first honeymoon. We are intrigued by their art, architecture, and fashion.
Charmaine and I love the artisan work that they have showed us and the fine craftsmanship.
I feel that dressing up is one of the most personal ritual, and I want to make this daily routine a delightful experience. I love the vivid colors of this scarf, and what is special about this scarf is that the designer used Singapore as a city of garden as a design inspiration. It's the love and appreciation for the French craftsmanship that I want to pass to her as a legacy. I have collected these precious moments figurines over the years. These totally fit the theme of my baby's nursery because I want to build precious moments and memories with them. And last point is the view. And this is the park which soothes the mind and the eyes.
We live very hectic work lifestyle, so it's very important for us to have this private sanctuary at home to de-stress and unwind, and also spend time together with my family. We have many water features in our house. We love to listen to the sound of flowing water, which is incredibly relaxing. The swimming pool is an aesthetic focal point day and night, creating an enchanting effect that transforms its settings for our family to enjoy.
The rooftop terrace is our personal time together when the children are asleep. The rooftop terrace is designed to have a feeling of a tropical resort. So we like to relax there. Home is where the heart is, and it's a place that we feel tranquility, warmth and love.